Welcome back to the channel, lovelies. Today I am creating this really cute pink and blue flower set. I don't know, it's just giving me flower power, fairytopia, mermaidia vibes. Like, if you've watched the Barbie movies, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget to check the description box for my other social medias, as well as my Etsy shop where you can submit a custom request. I'm also having a 50% off summer sale, so don't forget to check that out. I did go ahead and buff and base coat the nails off camera. I did base coat some of the nails like 3 times because they are going to be clear, so I did want them to be really sturdy and strong, and not flimsy and all of that stuff. But yeah, so I did go ahead and put on a sheer nude on the middle nail. I did about 3 coats of that because that nail only got 1 coat of base coat. And now I'm just using my liner brush to create that French tip. And I'm just going to get the desired shape I like with the liner brush, fill it in, clean it up with some acetone and cure. And then I will come back and do some more white over that French tip just to make sure that the color is solid and there's no streaks. Also, the gel polishes I am using in this video are all by Beetles. Here is an insert, and I'll also have them linked in the description box below. Okay, now I'm going to take a sky blue color and I'm going to use the larger side of my dotting tool, and I'm going to make dots as if I were going to do a hibiscus flower, but instead of bringing the petals all the way into the middle with my brush, I'm just going to form that petal shape. And I'm going to do this on both of the nails, and then I'm going to cure. And then I'm going to use a lighter blue to just add some definition onto the flowers and make them pop. And I'm just going to repeat these steps with the pink flowers as well, so doing my dots as if it were a hibiscus flower, filling in the petals enough to give them the shape, cure, and then using a lighter pink, I'm going to add definition into the flowers and draw it into the middle. And then taking the smaller side of my dotting tool, I'm going to make a cute little dot design around the flowers, and then I'm going to also take that same white gel polish and my liner brush, and I'm just going to add a few lines to make the design pop and really give some definition to those flowers. Okay, and now I'm going to take a really thin coat of base coat, and I am going to apply that to the thumb and the pinky nail. Basically, I'm substituting blooming gel with the base coat, and I'm using the larger side of my dotting tool, and I'm just going to start creating little dots all over these nails and letting them bloom out. I don't know, you guys, I don't use blooming gel. I feel like it's kind of pointless because if you have a base coat, it's gonna do the same thing. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I feel like it works the same way, and you're kind of just wasting your money if you do buy blooming gel. It's also just a good trick to use or to know, just in case you run out of the blooming gel, you have a base coat and you can just use that instead. And as you can see, it blooms out just as good. And I'm just gonna go ahead and top coat the nails. That way they are all encapsulated and look glossy. And this is also just going to prepare the nails for some gems and 3D art. And now I'm just going to take my pink silicone tool and my pink 3D sculpting gel, and I am going to start pressing out some petals. I did roll out about 5 of them, and as I press each petal out, I am going to flash cure. That way when I make the next petal, I don't mess up anything. Honestly, you guys, I was obsessing over this nail set as I was making it. Like, I'm just in love with the colors and the way it looks under the lamp. I tried to add like a little video there for you guys so you can see, but they are just so cute. Like, I'm living for them. But now I'm just taking a sponge and that darkish pink that I used, and I'm just tapping on the flowers to kind of bring some definition into them. They were already pink, but I wanted them to stand out a bit more. So now I'm going to use my McCart glue, and I'm going to glue down some rhinestones in the middle of the flowers, and then I'm going to also add some gems to the thumb and the pinky nail. I was a little hesitant about gluing gems down on the thumb and pinky nail just because I felt like the design on them was already so unique and just kind of stood for itself. But I'm honestly not disappointed. I actually liked how these turned out. And then I took a thin coat of top coat and I'm just hitting those gems to make sure that they don't go anywhere. I did file the nails off camera, but here is the finished look, lovelies. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can also check out the description box for my Etsy shop where you can submit a custom request and check out the 50% summer sale.